Learn UK English by podcast. Good morning, Rachel.
Good morning, Neil.
Rachel, have you packed your bags yet?
What bag?
You are traveling today, Rachel.
Really? Tell me more.
Right, Rachel. Today we'll discuss travels.
Fantastic. I adore traveling.
Okay, let's dive right in then. Rachel, have you ever traveled abroad?
Yes, I've been abroad. I visited the USA and Argentina. Haven't traveled a lot though. You?
Quite a bit. I've explored Europe and the USA, though I regretfully haven't been to Argentina.
Argentina's splendid, you know.
Share a bit about Argentina, Rachel.
Well, I especially know Buenos Aires. The locals, called Platinos, are extremely warm, friendly and charming. Plus, the city's fantastic. The famous neighbourhoods and tourist spots are picturesque, and the restaurants delicious and reasonably priced, especially for travellers from the USA or Europe.
Wonderful. Which part of the world would you like to explore?
I've always wanted to visit Egypt.
Why's that?
I'm fascinated by ancient history, the pyramids, the Sphinx, and I feel the Egyptians were incredibly advanced.
Yeah, they definitely were. And in the US, did you face challenges speaking English? Sure.
Initially, yes. My Spanish is stronger than my English. At first, I would converse in Spanish in Miami. My second trip took me to California. By then, I was more at ease. Of course, having a fluent English-speaking boyfriend helped.
Sure. How long were your trips?
About 1 to 2 weeks, typically half a vacation. What about you? Enjoy travelling?
Absolutely. It's relatively easy to hop across countries in Europe. I've been to numerous countries here, with Spain being my most visited. I've explored Madrid, Barcelona, Galicia, and the islands of Mallorca and Menorca. Not to mention France. There's so much to see in France. Paris, of course, is renowned for landmarks like the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, and Notre Dame Cathedral. I'd also recommend Provence for its breathtaking landscapes, quaint towns, and unique cuisine. Additionally, Normandy, known for its beautiful beaches and history, it's a must visit.
Sounds amazing. What about French cuisine? Any dishes you'd recommend?
French cuisine is world-renowned. You must try onion soup, pâté, cheese, and obviously croissant and baguettes. Cheese fondue, original Swiss, is also popular here. And wine lovers will find France to be a paradise.
Delicious. Thank you for sharing, Neil. I'm now eager to visit France and indulge in its culinary delights.
You'll love it. Ever been on a cruise?
No, Neil, it's still on my bucket list.
I'm planning a mini cruise later this year.
Where to?
Amsterdam.
How exciting. I've always wanted to explore Amsterdam. It's a top European city on my travel list.
And how do you feel when your journey ends and you're headed home?
While I love travelling, coming home has its unique warmth and comfort. It's delightful.
I completely agree.
Isn't it wonderful to return home after a long trip?
Absolutely. Nowadays, after visiting countries, I sometimes get a tad restless and long to be home.
Sounds like you're getting older.
I certainly hope not, Rachel. When you travel, do you indulge in shopping?
Of course, Neil. That's the highlight of any trip. My boyfriend isn't too fond of it, but given it's a different country with worse shopping options, I always win that debate.
Well done, Rachel. This wraps up our podcast for today. I hope our listeners have gained insight into the world of travel. To our next podcast episode.
Thank you, Neil. Until the next podcast.
Goodbye. Thank you for tuning in to Learn UK English by podcast. We appreciate your loyal listenership. If you'd like to take your support a step further, consider signing up for our Patreon community or acquiring our podcast scripts with engaging exercises on Amazon under the title Learn UK English by Podcast. Your continued support helps us keep the podcast going strong. Stay tuned for more exciting content.